Good day to you, Miss.
Miss? I'm the Hunter Flora Abbott, and I never miss. You?
It is rare, but I've been known to miss. Red McCraith, Banisher.
I heard about you when you first arrived. Is your friend not with you?
She died. She's with me in spirit.
Sad to hear it. I have nothing cleverer than that to say. If you need anything, well, I probably can't help.
So you hunt for the fort? Are you part of the train band?
I serve, in my way. Before the curse, I traded with the people of New Eden.
Ну так, потихоньку. Настолько играли, всрали просто максимально.
How did you end up in New Eden?
То есть там задание было найти этих членов культа до 12, до полуночи. Мы ни одного не нашли.
So I came to New Eden. In time, I came to love it. It's cursed, and I'm still here, aren't I?
Не знаю, третий акт, если начинать, то они все будут в лесу, а там один из них, это в маске свина. У него 8 здоровья, там его пипец его долбить надо, я не знаю сколько. Если бы хотя бы мы его победили бы, еще бы какие-то шансы были. Но так как мы его не победили даже, то, я думаю, третий даже можно не начинать. Вот карточная игра. Вот ничего не выпало вообще на руку. Так еще вечно какие-то подляны были, такие подлые прям. Там Наташа чуть вначале в самом не откинулась. Ей повезло, она хоть этот нашла, чтобы перекинуть повреждения здоровья. Мы первый раз за них играли. Теперь мы поняли их фишку, что им надо вместе ходить. Потому что у меня некоторые карты, они действуют так, что либо вам, либо в вашей же локации сыщику. И у нее то же самое. Что либо ей, либо локации сыщику в одной и той же. А из-за того, что мы были в разных, я вроде бы хочу ей помочь, потом начинаю текст читать. А, блин, только в вашей локации. Она тоже там, я хотел, чтобы она задействовала, чтобы я карты поискал у себя. Она такая, блин, нет. Только в этой локации.
How are you yourself?
Так
неделя будет тяжелая. Конечно. Почему?
I'll take my leave of you.
Но она это не считает, может, тяжелой. Привет, Кирюх, привет. Как у тебя дела? Как выходные?
Мне завтра в школу.
Ха-ха-ха. Ха-ха-ха. Еще написал в шкелу. В шкилу завтра. Ха-ха-ха. Это ты что получается? Школьник, что ли? Ха-ха-ха. Лучше бы даже не рассказывал.
Не смейся.
Ладно. Извиняюсь.
Мне всего 7.
Неправда. Уж мне можешь не рассказывать. Зато у тебя будет лето нормальное, а у меня лето будет 2 недели через двое, 2 недели нормально. 2 недели через двое, 2 недели нормально. У меня вот июнь 2 недели, один в отпуск уходит, потом 2 недели нормально. Июль 2 недели уходит в отпуск, 2 недели нормально. Август уходит в отпуск, 2 недели отпуск, 2 недели нормально. И в сентябре еще 2 недели. Я 4 месяца вот так ходить буду. Кутерьмой вот этой вот. Меня это так вообще напрягает. Я это лето просто ненавижу. Каждое лето вот одно и то же. Каждое лето они берут себе отпуска. Я вот единственное, что я в мае прям месяц возьму, чтобы набраться сил 4 месяца вот так вот ходить. Если бы это еще так ровненько получалось, а то возьмут посреди, допустим, этого, посреди месяца отпуск, например, возьмут.
Это не хочет.
Да. Ну, потому что постоянно режим портится. То есть, то ты в одном режиме постоянно, а то у тебя вот так вот прыгает твой режим, и твой организм думает, ты какого хрена-то, блин? Все время нагрузки разные, вот эти вот. Там как-то можно наверх попасть, но я что-то не понял, как наверх попасть. Пробую опять формат шортсов. У моего товарища по цеху вроде бы неплохо получается. Вот понаблюдаем. Я как-то к одному я не пришел. Но мне все-таки субъективно кажется, что шортс все-таки лучше. Единственный только минус в том, что когда видео сохраняется, особо его не посмотришь. Потому что такой формат. Я бы что-то хотел, знаете, такое, чтобы стримы в шортсе, они были одни, да, а, допустим, ну как-то он автоматически формат менял. Больше подстраивался под шортс, например, ну, сделай ты для шортс, чтобы можно было просто экран повернуть, и чат у тебя будет вот тут снизу, например, чат у тебя будет. То есть, сейчас как на телефоне, вот так телефон повернут, вот тут снизу чат. Вот так вот его разворачиваешь, и чат не вот здесь вот будет, да, вот. А он будет вот тут также оставаться снизу. Что вот так ты телефон повернул, он снизу. Что вот так ты телефон поворачиваешь, все равно чат будет снизу. А у них как? Ты вот так разворачиваешь, чтобы на весь экран было, а чат у тебя все равно вот так вот. И человеку надо возвращать обратно, чтобы написать. Вот это, конечно, минус. Может быть, как-то они это подправят. Еще вы знаете, как находить, оказывается, вот эти все стримы, шортсы, да? В шортсе. Это надо любой клип, который сейчас в шортсе вы смотрите, поставить на паузу. И тогда у вас появится кнопка «В эфире». И вы нажимаете «В эфире», и вам показывают стримы, которые сейчас есть. Это мне вот Кимбо как раз объяснил. Это вот стример. Но он чисто бокс транслирует. Я у него спросил, а как вообще в шортсах стримы находить? Говорю, я вообще не знаю. Он мне объяснил, говорит, заходишь, любой клип стопоришь, у тебя появляется кнопка «В эфире», и тогда ты уже смотришь их. Мой дед наконец скончался. Молодец. Добрый внучок. Так. Ребят, ну вы, конечно, это уже надоели. Когда вы меня уже сделаете full-time стримером, да, чтобы я на работу мог не ходить? Че, вам сложно мне 20-ку в месяц подкидывать? Я бы тогда посидел каждый день стримил. Подкидывали бы мне раз в месяц 20-очку. Да и все. Но нет же ж. Нет же ж. Вот приходится на работу работать. Так и не люблю в играх какие-нибудь города находить. Ты находишь город, ты ни хрена не знаешь, где кто. Начинаешь изучать, потом, конечно, постепенно ты запоминаешь, где кто находится, где что, втягиваешься. Но вот эти первые ощущения, заходишь в город, думаешь, блин, я вообще не знаю, где тут что. И вот хочется его побыстрее уже изучить.
Marriage was not for us. But I suppose you could have called us man and wife.
Вот это хорошо. А что вам там? Сколько недолго, знаешь, просто это... Как бы... Недолго это такое понятие, растяжимое. То есть неделя может быть недолго, и год тоже может быть недолго. Ну блин. Так, а чат не высвечивается, да? Сейчас разберемся. Лет 20. Надо как-то ускоряться, понимаешь? Лет это много.
Aye. Our feelings exactly. We were happy. Why ruin it and live to regret it?
Regret? Oh, I have no regrets. She's a fine woman, my wife. Finer than likes of me deserves. I'll not say a word against her. Not a word, sir.
What's the word round here?
Look around you. We're barely hanging on. You'd have to be Miller to enjoy the situation.
The merchant?
Aye, the freedman. He's the only one who'll leave Fort Jericho with more than he came with. Some people have all the luck.
What can you tell me about
Кто-то
Captain
тут
Pennington?
именами бросается. Пеннингтон, кто-то еще. Я даже не знаю, про кого я
Is he
спрашиваю
a good
сейчас.
commander? Do you like him? Does he have secrets?
Как вам
Something like-
Пеннингтон? Да я бы сам знал,
If
бы,
say-
кто этот Пеннингтон.
I thought him a blockhead, then I'd not say so. If, say, it was my wife's stupid idea for me to join the train band, I'd not say that neither.
Can you tell me anything about Helen Priest?
A bold woman, clever too. I'll be glad to take her orders.
I'm interested in Sebastian Priest. Do you know him?
I did not, but I know the lieutenant's name. We all do. He died a hero. Call comfort to Helen, no doubt.
May you prosper in good health, John.
Аж сегодня Ведьмака,
He that
кстати,
does
играл.
good is of God.
Уже хорошо получается.
Our
Please excuse my husband. He really is as unpleasant as he sounds. And who are you, then?
Red McCraith, ma'am. I'm a banisher.
Are you, indeed? Pleased to meet you, Mr. Banisher. I'm Abigail Rumble. Thanks to you, me and my husband should soon be able to go back to our mountains.
Мы не... А, вы не хотите. Я говорю, мы не хотим жить в
You and
форте.
your husband prefer an isolated life outside the fort.
I have a roof above my head, my belly is rarely empty, and I live by my beliefs. We suffered for many years. By comparison, this is bliss.
Do you not find it dangerous out here? Just the two of you alone.
I thank you for your concern, but we live how we live, and it makes us quite contented.
Я, конечно, это... Ну ладно, сейчас мы договорим.
Your husband won't mind us talking.
No, why would he? We are faithful and trustworthy. As, I'm sure, are you.
She doubts your intentions.
No need to worry about me, ma'am. I'm spoken for.
Good. We understand one another. My husband and I are very close. Very close indeed.
Then you have my admiration. Sustaining such closeness takes much tolerance and hard work.
You don't know how good you've got it.
Anything talk-worthy round these parts?
Ferdinando Miller has been the talk of the town lately. He has had much good fortune, and many resent him for it. I like the lad. He's polite, helpful, listens to his customers. He deserves no backbiting.
What's your thoughts on Pennington? A good leader?
He gave John a job. That was good. We hadn't worked since we left the Bly place. He saw John's promise and gave him his chance. I'd say he's a good leader.
Helen Priest seems to get the work done.
The captain trusts her with his life. So do I. John adores her. When the fort was attacked, she proved us right. I like having a strong woman in charge.
I'll let you get back to your day, madam.
If you need anything, feel free to ask.
Она говорит,
How often,
вот то,
Abigail,
что я
must we
хотел.
have this
Да.
fight? How often must we
Говорит,
have
она рада, что у нее есть крыша над головой. То есть вот эта ободранная палатка с ковром. Это она говорит, она рада, что у нее крыша есть над головой. Ой, блин. Я, говорит, доволен своей жизнью. У меня есть крыша над головой, и мы счастливы. Во. Села под эту ободранную палатку. Ладно, хотя бы палатка какая-нибудь нормальная была такая, прям обустроенная, хорошая. Знаете, как у римских легионеров была. У них там шатры такие были. Там, правда, жить можно. А тут что? Рыгальня, она вон села и плачет. Ну, думаю, да. Так, сюда зайти нельзя.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. McGrath, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, McGrath. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
Ну да, наверное. Это да.
The people man the ramparts, ready to fight.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome.
Папа,
I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's
Привет.
loss.
Темный
Returning to the
шоколад
scene has,
с дробленым
it
миндалем.
seems, reopened the wound.
Вкусненькая.
It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. Millsmith gathered the board and the governor let the affair flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
The new Smiths are holed up in the woods, planning soon to leave for Boston.
They may leave for Boston, but the curse will follow. The curse will follow until their backs are against the wall.
The governor is no more. His son takes charge. They rebuild as best they can.
Little Lammy Haskell? Truly? Well, better him than his father. May the vacuous peacock rest in peace.
Это я согласен.
As the commanding officer, you must know all the local lumps and bumps.
Ламбус
Lumps and bumps
бамбус.
can smooth themselves.
You
I
know
have other
ламбус
priorities.
бамбус.
Why did you come to New Eden, Captain? Why here?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough Frenchmen and more than enough Indians.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son, not mine.
It's just, there's a portrait hanging on the wall. A family.
I had a wife and daughter once. I'll not entertain you with their story.
Ну какой?
Tell me more about yourself and your career.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all. We who are intimate with war tell no tales.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence allowed my ghosts to prosper. 'Tis good to tell our stories.
If ever I do tell, I'll not be telling you, son.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them
Да,
further
да.
into the darkness.
Привет, Саня.
I've heard the whispers.
Ну да,
the
пока не
murmurs,
допрошел,
the plotting from the
играем, мне
shadows.
нравится.
We hold to the last. We resist till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to
Сейчас
you
чихнул.
and the time caught us, the agony will be
Спасибо.
all the slower.
Permission to...
And if I refuse it,
Если не
You
разрешил.
trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
if I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key
Спасибо.
unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
Ключ от башни.
Captain Pennington,
Так, пока ничего нового не могу. Спасибо. А что, коты здоровы? Я некоторых и сутулых котов видел.
on the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
Тут всяких записок вроде.
Да, котики здоровые и воинственные.
Хорошо. Шизовые, короче, записки. Про тень какую-то постоянно. Тень там. Ну, ты так просто рассказал, что у него там муж, дети, 7 кур, и все замечательно. Отправить деньги как сможет, чтобы он тоже был счастливым. Так, тут все, да? Мне надо найти, я призраку обещал, что я найду ее мужа. Он тоже тут где-то в этом городе тусит. Сундука с припасами, это, наверное, там, который. А, подождите, вот тут вот тоже. Туда фиг попадешь еще.
Could be worse. Could be underground.
Днем изучим код и узнать большое, а я поэтому
Он такой расслабляющий, да? Но меня что-то я не помню. Я чьи-то тоже пью, ну, чтобы меня прям так развозило. Говорит, Иван, чай. Не пили? Мне кажется, мы уж пить там все какие можно уже.
The store. Fernando's?
Ты Фернандо, что ли?
Good day, sir.
Нет, это
Nathaniel
Натаниэль.
Sather at your service. What can I do for you?
That Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McCraith, by the way. The Banisher. You seem a chatty fella.
We see precious few new faces around here. You'll forgive me if I use you for fresh conversation.
Tell me about yourself. Share your business. Tell me what's important to you.
I'm from Boston. I love it
Boston.
very much. So
Я
much
тоже
more
этот город
lively.
обожаю.
A fine mix of conviviality and anonymity. I miss that life. The music, the colour and the splendour, the dance of commerce. The flower sellers' forget-me-nots. Oh, the forget-me-nots. I very much wish to go home.
What are you doing here then?
I'm the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. Old man Ingersoll opened up a general store in Boston back in '78. Then he married Bathsheba. I came with them to New Eden, intending to quickly return. But Mr.
Marcus.
Ingersoll died. I
Забанить быстро.
extended my stay. It took
За
me on when I
разглашение
was just a
тайн.
boy. I've no family.
Это фэк, ребят, не
All I have is
верьте.
my Thomas.
Это
closest
фэкис. Нет ничего такого. Фэкис. Это все фэкис.
You have, as my granny would say, the power to talk the back legs off a two-footed donkey. But I bet you listen too. What do you hear hereabouts?
Little of interest. Pennington has signed John Rumble to the train band, which means nothing at all to me. I believe John was down the flooded mine. That can't have been fun. Maybe the militia will be good for him.
Huh? Never know who'll take to soldiering.
You say that, and I defer to your experience, but I'm sure it's not for me.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
The captain. I've not a single bad word to say about that. dismally antiquated, superannuated old man. His depth of
Дряхлым
experience
старомодным,
is
говорит, ничего плохого не
inspiring.
скажу.
Although I shudder to think what those experiences have done to him. But we should respect our elders. We should listen to their point of view. And then ignore it as we look to the future.
Плохого, говорит, ничего не скажу.
What do you think of Helen Priest then?
I'd put her in charge if I could. She's bright, trustworthy, thinks for herself. She's not married to old doctrine. People here are desperate. They're sick, they need courage. And Helen Priest fears nothing.
More generally, how fares Fort Jericho?
It's cold. Our clothes are inelegant, the walls are drab. There's no music, no conviviality. There's no gaiety. Boston isn't much of a city, but I miss it. I wonder what I could make of this place were I allowed.
You can paint a turnip red, but it still won't be an apple.
True, but stack enough red-painted turnips about the place, and even the dour Scotsman shall surely crack a smile.
I must go. Thank you for your time.
Take care, and mention it not.
Так, а это кто?
No Ferdinando here.
Да, тут его нет явно. Ты чё, не толкайся. Ты чё быкует, а?
Greetings. Welcome to
Bathsheba.
Ingersoll's General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb, perhaps?
A comb. Very funny. Red McCraith, and pleased to meet you.
I met your friend Miss Duarte briefly in New Eden Town. I'm so sorry for your loss. She seemed a vibrant and resolute young woman.
And she seemed eager to leave town as quickly as possible.
Так, и чем она тут
Shall we trade?
торгует?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
Удар прикладом перезаряжает ружье. Попадание из ружья в уязвимое место наносит на 20 больше урона. Блин. И это не один раз, то есть все время удар прикладом перезаряжает ружье. Ну это круто. Чем меньше заполнена шкала духа, тем больше урона наносит Red and На 100% увеличен урон от манифестации, но время восстановления возрастает на 100%. Но вот это бы я бы купил в любом случае неплохо. Брошка может быть, может быть. Ну давайте, вот так. Это я точно куплю, вот это я куплю. А там посмотрим. Все-таки манифестация на 100%, это уж слишком долго она
The
откатывается.
shopkeeper must hear everything that goes on. Tell me something interesting. Just between us.
You assume me to be a gossip monger. What do you wish to know?
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He lets me trade. I like the man. He says Ingersoll's store is good for the fort. I very much agree.
What can you tell me about Helen Priest?
I like her, though she's impetuous. Terse, even. She fancies herself a leader when she should know her place, and that place is below the captain.
Thinking about it, no, I don't think I do like her.
Ну, в общем, мнение у людей разделилось в форте.
generally,
Кому-то
how
нравится
fares Fort
правление
Jericho?
этого вот
Well, it's
деда,
cold. Folk are
кому-то
hungry more
приз.
often than not. I've little to
Какого-то
tell you, you won't hear
категоричного
from someone
мнения
else.
нету. То есть кому-то
But
нравятся
Ingersoll is
его
open,
методы,
so
кому-то
all is well
нравятся
with me.
больше методы этой женщины, которой я в рудниках помог.
Tell me about your store.
The original Ingersoll's in Boston was grand and fine, but it burned in the North Star
Прекрасная
fire
лавка
of
в Бостоне.
91.
Видите, Бостон,
We moved to
да?
New Eden with
Это я
Nathaniel,
понимаю.
but before Natty could return home, my husband died.
Эх,
Then
сейчас
came the
бы
curse.
Бостон.
And now here we are. Welcome to Ingersolls of Fort Jericho.
You never wanted to do anything else.
My
Может, тут
husband
в
was
майские в
prosperous and
Бостон
affluent.
поехать.
I was
на
young and
месяц.
clever. We made an excellent match. He taught me everything I know. The store is my business. My legacy. My story. It is who I am. I don't like running a store. I love it.
I must...
And may God...
Да чё они все толкаются-то? Принесите хорошее железо. А ну это я потом принесу. Так, вот тут я купил, значит, новую тему. Так, а тут вот брошка, да, новая у меня. Нет. А, вот тут вот. Ну, посмотрим, как она будет работать. Если фуфло, то поменяю. Так. Вот. С ним я не разговариваю. А, это Пирс. Так, у меня тут задания поменялись. Найдите лавку вот этого Миллера. Но тут не так уж и много лавок на самом деле. Как бы тут 3,5 здания и...
Back already? Too soon. We don't have the full picture yet.
I'll take my leave of you.
I'm not...
Good to see you living, sir.
How are folk doing? Fighting fit?
They're farmers, most of them. Shopkeepers, house servants, hunters. We've one old soldier, but he's sick. Them who stand dead on their feet. Fighting fit, my arse. But we hold against the hordes of the dead. For now, leastways. The fight's not fair. That's it.
Life's unfair. Armour up.
Right, I used to think that too. Mind you, I'm not sure there's enough armor left.
Had any good scuttle lately?
I'd spill it if I have it, but be quick. I'm busy.
Ну да, вижу. Стоять-то.
We've
Устал.
known an officer or three, you and me.
Точнее, не то, что устал, занят.
Tell me
Стоять.
about the captain.
In nigh on 20 years' service, I've not met a commander more efficient, nor one so relentless. Ever a pain in the ass, aye.
Хотя бы настолько же упоротого,
But that was
говорит,
then,
я
and
еще
this
не
is
находил
now.
человека.
He's not the man he was. Still a pain in the arse, mind.
What think you now of Helen Priest?
Ah, she's like her husband, only yet better. Command is in her blood. She reminds me of my old mum. The Queen of Topsfield Common, we used to call her. Born to give orders, she was. And you dare not disobey.
Did you know?
I surely did. Good man, hell of a soldier. Had kingly ideals, but did not strut like a crow in the gutter. Hero is an ill-used tag, oft misassigned. But Lieutenant Priest was a hero, and a proper one at that.
As you were.
Где лавка? А? Что-то я вот пока лавку Миллера найти не могу. Тут и так зданий нет нифига. Как я эту лавку найти не могу, я не понимаю. Тут закрыто, тут закрыто. Так, здесь... Это вот это Хелен Прайс. Дальше пройдем. Палаточный городок. Закрыто.
Closed. Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Так, хорошо.
Keep looking. Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep her away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Stock to trade.
Посмотрим, что он
He hasn't
прячет.
unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him?
Так, этот сундук открыть нельзя. Это, конечно, интересная история. Вроде я отодвигаю. Но мне так не отодвинуть. Если только тут как-то обойти можно. А, ну можно, да.
Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden. He's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
Я что,
I'm
похож
no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm
на
the Banisher.
темнокожего
I brought
человека?
Helen
Почему я
Priest
должен
back to the
украсть?
fort.
A banisher.
Я изгнатель.
Thieves lie.
А вот ты что-нибудь своровать и
How do you know my
можешь.
name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
Aye. I know about Rebecca. It was she who sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
Was she lying? You inherited her estate.
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register.
Привет, пап.
Read it if you wish.
2 recent sales to the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
Я тут расследование провожу. Так, а что он продает?
Stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
Но он вещи не продает, у него только такое, расходники.
A storekeeper hears much. What do you hear, Mr. Miller?
I'm a busy man. If you've a question to ask, then ask it.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He has no problem with me. I have no problem with him. He respected Rebecca's wishes. He gave me what was mine. My freedom. Her estate. He saw me as a man and signed the papers to say so. And when them who saw different complained, he laid down the law.
What think you of Helen Priest?
I don't think of Ellen Priest. I stay out of her way. I hope she'll stay out of mine.
Какой-то темный тип.
How are things in the fort, by your estimation?
Look around you. Things are desperate. Have you heard the sound of their bodies crashing against the wood? I am a man of courage. I have endured much. But this, it undoes me. I don't know what you people have done to this country, but there's little hope and no way out.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet, none of it works. Pretty though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept.
Пойми. А сколько? Сколько you pay me?
Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
Так, но мне все равно надо лавку обыскать. Так, ну это я прочитал. Это было завещание.
Ingersoll store and the blacksmith. Noted.
Так, в общем, надо к кузнецу
He'd
забежать.
sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Is he wiping the slate clean and moving on?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Так, ладно.
Mr. McCrae.
You like? I heard you bought some things from Ferdinando Miller. Might I see them, do you think?
Oh, the paintings. Yes, you must have a look. Beautiful pieces they are. And on sale at a very attractive price. If there's one thing a man like you needs out here on the mountain, it's paintings.
I must go.
And I've...
Так, он сказал, что картины есть у него. Сейчас зайдем, посмотрим там.
A note?
Let's see.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Так, ну в казарму, но я бы еще и в эту, в лавку сходил. Тоже поговорить можно.
Banisher?
Банишь.
Ferdinando Miller sold you a few things recently, right? May I have a look?
You may, yes. Though I doubt they'd be much use to you. Unless you've got a knack for art. Mr. Miller mostly sold me paintings. You can't miss them, they're the only ones I have.
I must...
And
Так, и где они? Да чё вы все толкаетесь-то?
Pretty. The work, I mean.
We know where to go. The barrack room.
Ну, то есть эта картина, она ничего толком не дала, только в казарму надо идти. Ну ладно, идем в казарму.
I sense the quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
Сука какой, а?
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
Мразота какая. Ну ладно, мы еще рано делаем выбор. Надо подождать.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he did once, and now he doesn't.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Намерение выяснено. Ну, с ней непонятно, с ней, видите, не выявлены вещи. Так что надо поговорить. Есть вопросики.
Banisher?
Фердинанда, точнее.
Folk talk about you. About your past.
I know what they say. They say I am a murderer. They are wrong. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different, and I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job? Then The story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch, and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave! What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
True love requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Так, ну, не знаю, он в целом честен с ней. Я не думаю, что ему надо выносить приговор. Он ее не убивал. Она умерла. Ну, вот, он ее не любит. Он ей это в открытую сказал, он сейчас не врал ничего, поэтому, я думаю, нет смысла его что-то тут наказывать. Поэтому я просто помогу ей помочь вознестись и все. Ничего не поделаешь.
Rebecca Hardgrave, your love for Fardy Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
He was mine. I want to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Fardy. For everything.
You have been here.
Ну все, отпустили ее.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world. What do you...
You for...
I can't decide if you keep asking me that because you're judging me, or because you're judging New Eden. I suggest I have goods. I have money. Land too, though it's worthless now. The captain has no problem with it, and that... Don't hurry back.
Ничего у него покупать не буду. Противный. Так, ну можно пойти отдохнуть. А потом отнести в деревню железо. Так, что-то могу прокачать. Могу прокачать способность. Ну вот урон по области прикольная штука.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
Пока я ничего не могу.
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nobly get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick, he buried them all. And then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark, with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love or no, as long as Sebastian haunts you, you will never be safe. You must accept this.
Sebastian haunts me, you haunt Red. What's of safety when we can love a little longer?
Perhaps. The meaning of our meeting is ours to define. Then time moves on.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse. Yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Much good.
I try, and I could do something about it if the captain was out of the way.
What brought you to New Eden?
I came with Sebastian, willingly, mind you. My father was a soldier. I knew there'd be travel. Sebastian courted me for 3 years. I swore when we married I'd follow him to the end of the earth. And here we are.
How's morale?
The fort has known better days. Not many, mind. It's always been... Folk deserve better. They fought so hard and lost so much. The captain must show them a future.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel, into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
Pennington the jailer. Do you speak of Deborah? What did he do?
I was away from New Eden town at the time. Rumours said she was a witch, I later heard. And so too did the captain. The court agreed. Who knows what urges drove the captain then? He is a secretive man, and always has been.
Опять замешана Дебора.
Then it's agreed. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
Так, ну я сначала по-быстрому перемещусь. Надо отдать то, что я нашел. Так, это охотничий лагерь был. По-моему, да. Ей там хорошее железо надо было отдать. Вот, принесите хорошее железо. Так, что-то походу я не туда бегу.
Good day, Nelly.
All the better for your presence, Mr. McCrae.
I had to dig a little, but I found you some iron. Will it do?
It will. Give me a little time and I'll make you something useful. You just wait. You'll love it.
Все, выключилось.
Let's...
All right. Thank...
Так, все, отдал ей железо. Она мне что-нибудь потом выкует.
Good day to you, Scudder. A while, aye. It has been a while. And much has changed. Credence is gone. I turfed him out. Haven't seen him since you sent old Jed away. How are things going? Good of you to ask, sir. What do you wish to know? What can you tell me of... You'll have heard what she did. I fess it, I was surprised. Though,
I of all men am not well placed to judge.
I feel...
Seems better. I was surprised to see her back, but...
How fair's the camp?
It could be better. There's bad blood.
Speaking of bad blood, how's...
I don't know. I swear it, I stayed clear.
Так, а я разве не с ним должен поговорить? Вот. То есть он ушел куда-то. Так, ну ладно, я еще сейчас одно дополнительное задание возьму.
Fancy a treasure hunt in the haunted wilds.
With you? Always.
Так, ладно, тут тогда я в плане этой игры остановлюсь. Вот, а сейчас пойдем играть в магазин. Ютаб сейчас пересоздам. Вот. На ВК Play просто пауза. Так, захват сейчас с изображением. Все.